Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Welcome to EFA62 on this Friday, May 29th. What is old is what will be new again. Remember that word. What is old will be new. I'm outside on the property right now, and I'm going to talk about the property. I'm in this greenhouse, morning edition, morning face. I come out here 5:30, 6, 7, depending on the morning. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love the efficiency of working alone. Splitting my time, my day between the home office, the business office, the job sites, the different Zoom, all that. Absolutely love the efficiency of working alone. And I heard a plane go by. And somebody, a good, very close business associate of mine, told me that they heard a chopper go by and it caught him off guard. Like psychologically, we have all been impacted, right? Whether it's financially, whether it's psychology, whether it's from the ideologists, whether it's a financial impact, et cetera, right? And I've used that word, et cetera, because it's just mind-boggling what we're subjected to out there. And when I heard that plane this morning, it reflected because you used to have planes every hour or so, and we don't hear them no more, right? Because right now the plane industry, the airline industry, the restaurant industry, salon industry, spa industry, all those industries, right, have been slammed. Like a lot of industries out there have been slammed. And mark my word, what is old will be new again. And in Ottawa, there's a gentleman called Ian Sprott, Ottawa, Canada, Carleton University School of Business, and they talked about this on this news talk radio one day. They talked about who travels the most by airline. Those that travel the most by airline, long story short, are those basically over 50 and 60. Those that have earned, those that have worked 20, 30, 40, 50 years of their life that have earned. And again, I want to push away from the envy out there. There's an envy out there from those that have earned, those that have. They've freaking worked for it, okay? They have worked long out, whether government, whether business, anybody that I know personally that have, they've earned it, okay? So those individuals are the ones that fly the most. That's coming back. There used to be a time, look at your old footage, your old newsreel, your old Titanics. You look at them. Who did you see on those travels? It wasn't those $300-$400 go get drunk spring break tickets. No, it was those that worked 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Seats were comfortable. They weren't like the seats were comfortable in airlines. There used to be lounges. There used to be all that kind of stuff. Today we look at first class in some of these airlines. That used to be the norm. You used to pay $2,000, $3,000, $3,000, whatever it was, to fly, right? That's coming back. You watch my word, because those airlines are going to have to make it up. It's not going to be the $200, $300 tickets. It's going to be the very more expensive ticket, more room. They're going to cater back to the class that can afford it on an average basis, because they can't afford to have they won't be able to. You can't jam people in airplanes no more. How are they going to jam people in there, even though they're saying they have that? They do. Like, and I've asked this to people. I have a friend of mine, a good business associate. His father may go blind. May go blind because there's surgery that has been delayed. They're saying it's not critical or it's not. There's a certain level of critical. Psychologically, I told this good, very close business friend of mine, brother, we'll call him. I told him, if your father loses his eyesight, that means he loses driver's license. If he loses his driver's license at that age to get it back, it'll be almost impossible. He's going to go through the system. We're going to talk about the system in a moment. And if he goes through this, and then he says he might have to come and live with us, etc., then that's going to affect your marriage. You see the ripple effect here? Because they don't want to operate on his eyes because it's not critical. How is a man in his 70s losing his eyesight who will cause depression if he loses his eyesight, because then he'll lose his driver's license, then lose his independence, and then he'll be living with his son? How is that not critical? And I told him, you get on that phone and you bust their balls, man. You bust their balls. You tell them how critical it is. Because if your father starts losing his eyesight, if he feels weary of living alone because his eyesight is fading and he needs his laser surgery ASAP, you get on that phone, because of that ripple effect, they need to operate on those eyes. This ideology out there, what do they do usually? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm stupid here, but when you go surgeries, any surgery, don't they prepare already? Isn't it supposed to be everything already? Am I stupid here? Am I wrong here to say these things? So I'm going to go back to what is old is what is new, and I'm going to teach you something. You want to save money? This whole impact and get out of the system. Let's get out of the system. Let's just get out of this system. I'm out of the system. I'm out of the food addiction system. I'm out of the processed food addiction system. I'm out of the healthcare system. I'm out of the sugar system. I'm out of the financial dependency on eating 17 to 21 times a day system. That's our system now. The average North Americans, they say, eat between 17 to 21 times a day. Listen to that, people. That means your 1,000 calories, whatever, frappe, mappe, mochaccino, whatever, those 1,000 calories, that's your muffins, that's your protein bars, that's your chips, that's your little snack, that's your cheese sticks, that's your everything. 17 to 21 times a day, we jam calories down our throat. Liquid calories, food calories, whatever calories. I'm eating once a day now. Real food, once a day. I've removed the addiction of processed food. I've removed the addiction of sugars. I've removed the addictions of depending on any type of system, whether it's a healthcare system, whether it's a food dependency system, whether it's an addiction system, which is all tied to financials. All time. Imagine if you and your family of four, for example, ate 1, 2, 3 windows a day. That's it. That's what you're supposed to eat. Max window eating, allowing your autophagy, allowing your body to self-generate. Your fountain of youth, you are engineered, proven our body regenerates. That's 16-hour windows of not eating, which 8 of it, 9 of it is sleeping anyways. And the rest is waters and non-calories, your black coffees, espressos, et cetera, your sparkling waters, whatever you want to use, non-calorie is what you do during that 16, 18, 20 hour. The rest is your eating windows, right? Your feasting windows. Well, those feasting windows are supposed to be 1, 2, 3 meals a day max, right? Whether you do breakfast, dinner, evening, or whether you do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or lunch, dinner, whatever, right? Whatever you do, 3 windows. I'm down to 1 window during the week, Monday to Friday, possibly 2 windows, Saturday, Sunday, possibly a fat coffee in the afternoon, but I truly do not need food. I've literally nearly 100 pounds now. I'm over the 85-pound threshold naturally. And I've said that before. People ask me, how much weight are you going to lose? I'm not looking to lose weight. I'm just living what I'm supposed to live. My body's taking me where it's taking me. I am ripping up naturally. I'm clearing up naturally. But I've removed the addiction. How much money do you think you will save? Let's just talk about the money alone. If you went down to eating from 17 to 21 times a day, all that processed food you're buying, all those boxes of poison you're buying, those bags of poisons you're buying, all that chemicals you're putting into your body, like putting sugar into the fuel tank of any Lamborghini or Ferrari, it would break down. Just like you're breaking down your engine, whether it's diabetes, whether it's Alzheimer's, whether it's dementia, you name all those medical conditions tied to food, proven. All right, so remove that addiction 17, 21 times a day. Eat only 3 windows in the daytime. How much money would you and your family save? Now let's wrap this up. That money you're saving, imagine eating real food all the time. Imagine going to restaurants instead of your processed food, junk. Imagine going to restaurants eating real food. Imagine if your 1, 2, 3 times a day were spent on buying real food at your grocery store, real meals, like top quality meals that you used to make, not your fast food, like fluff junk. Process, it's like sawdust, right? A lot of this stuff is just, it's the remainders of the remainders of the remainders that gel up and they jam up and they sell it to you, right? And they add flavor, they add lots of sugars. When you add lots of sugars and flavorings and colorings and all that, everything tastes good, doesn't it? But it's not good for you. And that's what they do. So imagine if you went back to 1, 2, 3 meals a day, saving at 17, 21 times a day in financials, removing the addiction completely, staying off the system altogether, saving money down to 1, 2, 3 times, real food, real bottles of wine, real beautiful meals, the best of the best, right? And you're still saving money. You will still be saving money like it used to be. Used to be the family dinner, like bowls of pistachios and almonds and all that stuff used to be Sunday treats. Now we have box stores of everything, right? We could eat real food, a lot of great real food, a lot less of your 17, 21 times a day. Remove the addiction, but remove yourself from the system. You are going into a pandemic system. You are going into a viral system. You are going into a healthcare system. You're going into a tracking system. You're going to a government system, an ideology system. Do I need to go on system? Do I need to go on? That's where we're heading to 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Ideologists out there, I've told this before, are saliving. There's people out there that want to control every breath you take. That's who they are. You doesn't matter. Your history will prove that. There's ideologists out there that are right now salivating at controlling every breath you take, controlling every dime you make, controlling every penny you do, every step forward you do, every communication you're on, every bank transaction, everything about you, your SIN number, your blood type, your DNA. They want to control everything about you. And how do you change that? By getting out of the system, getting out of the addiction system, getting out of the medical system, just get out of the system, the financial dependency system, get out of that system. If you follow these principles, if you follow the lifestyle that I follow, I'm not kidding you, the intermittent fasting lifestyle, the OMAD fasting lifestyle, the keto-ish lifestyle, the living within 1, 2, 3 meal windows a day lifestyle, you start doing that, eating real food, get out of processed, get out of sugar, get out of everything, your financial dependencies on food and processed and sugars and addictions and systems and healthcare, etc., will dissipate. It will literally dissipate. You'll have more money in your family. You will have more mindset in your body, mind, and soul. You will have more interactions. You will feel a hell of a lot better naturally. You will step out of processed food addiction, sugar systems. You will step out of healthcare system. You will step out of government dependency system. You will step out of a lot of systems just by following these principles. Because going forward, and I mark my word, 2021, 2022, 2023, there's going to be more controls, more handcuffs on you. And if you don't believe that, history will prove me right. Jean-Guy Bourguignon, EFA62.